welcome back to another episode of the Bill Break and Fix with your raw coders. Today, Tanesh and Tori. How you feeling, Tori?
TNT.
TNT, exactly.
TNT. Explosive. Feeling pretty good. How are you, Tanesh? Nice to see you.
Yeah, good, man. Good. Yeah, good to see you too. It's been a while since we last got
Indeed.
on the stream together. So yeah, it'll be good. Hey, Gekdev. Nice to have you.
Hey, Gekdev.
Cool. So just before we get started, I'll run the acknowledgement.
I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and future. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today.
Nice. Okay. So Tori, do you know where we're up to?
Yeah. So, do you want to code today?
I'm not so up to date on where we are, so but I don't mind. Do you feel like it, or?
Nah, my fingers hurt. No, I can always code. I just, I don't know if you want to do it. I'm just giving you the opportunity.
Oh no, it's okay. It's all good.
Otherwise, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll share my screen then, and then I'll let you know. My day's been pretty good. Gekdev, thanks for asking. How's your day?
Oh, share screen.
Oh yeah, nobody ever gives me permission to do anything. Not trusted. All right. Day has been good. Glad to hear it. All right. So, whoa. Is this up and running? Coding a new site. Oh, that's exciting. What are you coding? URL shortener with analytics. Cool. That sounds like a pretty cool project.
Interesting.
I thought you were going to say Scrumbler Enhancement 2.
So are we still on the passcode?
We are almost done with that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
I already made a replacement Scrumbler like 8 months ago. Well, this project should be an enhancement on top of the one you've done, Gekdev. Failed to fetch. Okay, so there's some bug. Well, we'll find it. We'll get there. So what we did yesterday was, and I think it's kind of a continuation of what Zane had worked on Friday, which was this UI component that should pop up. Yep, here.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you enter your password, and then it should be validated, and then you can save based on if the password is validated. So I spent like 20-30 minutes after the show yesterday just to kind of finish part of what needed to be done to basically submit the that is weird. Okay, well, something's broken, but I'll fix it. But yeah, there should be a button there too. I don't know why it's not showing up, but there should be a button so you can submit this.
Okay.
It was working last night. This is bizarre. And then what we need to do after that, Mr. Dinesh, is go to the back end.
Okay.
And validate the password on, I don't know how Zane wants to do this, but what I was thinking is on the back end of the app, we're sending patch and post requests or something like that. Patch and put. Can't remember. Let's find it. Patch note. Patch and post. Okay, yeah. So we got this function here, which basically, when we click the save button and we enter our passcode, the passcode, I think, should be included in this patch note and post note body, like the request body. And then it should be validated on the back end to basically check that the password they entered is the valid password. Right now, I've kind of written it in a different way, which doesn't really give you any real security, because like these endpoints here, if you need to have the right password to save, like post or patch, then really those endpoints should require the password.
Okay.
Right now they don't, and I didn't code that part out yesterday.
What have you done as like just for the time being?
So what I did is I wrote this yesterday, which, okay, so what happens is when we're on the boards page, we're going to get the save button, which is that little icon here. And then we're going to load via jQuery Zane's passcode UI HTML. And then when we click on the save button, we're going to show the form that Zane made, this thing. Okay. Then we're going to, and that's a form. This is a form. Okay. And so we're going to get the form when we submit it, because there's a button. So the button should handle the submit. Then we're going to get the passcode from the form. And then we're going to validate the passcode, which isn't really something we need to do because it really offers no protection for the routes. But I just did that yesterday anyways, because I figure whatever, I'll just check to see if it's working for now. And then if it's the valid password, or I mean, we could leave this in, but if it's the valid password, invalid password, sorry, it's going to show an alert that says use the invalid password. Otherwise, your board notes should save successfully, and then it runs that post and patch notes function. And then it just opens that alert, and then when it's done, it just hides the UI again.
Okay. Um,
There's a question
this
for you.
What's wrong with this? Oh, that's a question for me. What do you think about importing jQuery multiple
Let me
times?
try to
Would you
find
say
this.
it's the best practice? Let's have a look at the code again.
Huh. Did I change the password form name? I must have done that. I must have done something silly.
Are you importing it multiple times, Tori?
Importing jQuery multiple times. I don't know. I would say anything that can be done only once should only be done once.
Yeah, that makes sense to me as well.
And I would say that loading the jQuery is this whole thing, which I wasn't even familiar with. I looked it up yesterday. Like, I mean, the form is so small. Honestly, we should just put the HTML on the page. But I think his idea was to make it like reusable, so he didn't have to copy it across to. But when I looked up this jQuery load function, like it basically goes and fetches this passcode UI HTML from the server, and then it parses the HTML. So, I mean, why are you wrapping a user component within the form which is required for it to run? Why are you wrapping a reusable component with the form
which is required for it to run? Why are you wrapping a reusable component? The form.
I don't understand. With the form, because I'm not sure I understand the question, but the component that Zane made doesn't have a form. It only has inputs and labels and a div. So I made the form so that we could just I added a form in. Well, yeah, we could. I was gonna ask Zane if we could just get rid of it after I read the jQuery thing. But yeah, either the form should be added to his component, or we should just not load it. And I have, okay, so this is messed up somehow. Let me just quickly fix this. Just probably have some typo. But yeah, any questions about the code, Dinesh?
No, I think it's straightforward. But I was wondering, did you want to move that functionality to that on save now, or is that what you're planning to do next, or is it like
That's weird. Did I not commit the HTML yesterday? It looks like I somehow forgot to commit it and I deleted the changes. That is funny. Sorry. Oh, wait. What the heck is this? Zane did something? Wait, what? Where are my commits? Did they not get? No, they did get pushed. That is weird. That's from Friday. Yeah. Why is my commit not showing? Sorry, I'm like just confused about what's going on with Git here.
Just have a look at
Did I? Did I save it to something else? All right, whatever. I can just recreate it in 2 seconds.
This is 22 hours ago on prompt pin code on save on that branch. You made a commit.
That's weird. Why is it not showing up in my Git lens? Huh. That's weird. Git Guru. Yeah, that's me. I suck at it.
Git Guru. What's Git Guru?
Okay, I am up to date. He's making fun of me because I suck at Git.
Okay.
Well, what's in that? What's in that commit? Is the form in there? Git. Just Git.
Huh?
Is there any changes to index.html?
Let me have a look. Index.html 3 days ago. No. Weird. Still front end changed.
That's weird. Why do I not see the change here? I don't know.
No change. You didn't commit. Maybe you didn't commit index.
Yeah, I guess not. All right. Then I'll just remake the form real quick.
Okay.
Because there wasn't much anyways. It's just form.
Yeah.
And where does this go? I think it goes here. No, it goes inside here. Okay. And the name is whatever I wrote here. All right. I did not style it. And I think I just added the button from the home page
Okay.
because I don't do design.
I thought
Suck at
that you were front end god.
that is different skill set for sure. Design and front end. Doesn't matter if you make mistakes, just as long as you learn something. Unless you're making the same mistakes again and again. I guess then you're not learning, so that's kind of goes in line with what you say. Pass, whatever, save, submit. I think it's submit. All right, let's see if we give this a try now. Let's reload it. Nice little submit button there.
Nice. Who did that?
Oh, it's just from the it's I think it's because whatever ID Go has for the button, it's like inheriting the class from there. Or I mean the styles.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh,
this
yeah.
is class hide. I will hide the form. Yeah, okay, there we go. So now if we click save, there we go. Beautiful. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is the correct password for this. Am I still getting some error there? Oh no, it worked. All right.
Nice.
So if we do a bad password, we should get invalid password.
Wow. Nice.
All right. So what we got to do then is
Mhm.
thanks.
Okay. It's like we're practically done, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
overall.
Yeah, so this one is that's it. Scrambler enhancement is finished.
Yeah, it's finished.
So what we need to do
Mhm.
next is consider this backend
Mhm.
here, where basically we're taking the password. I think the actual production website is down right now, so nobody can use it.
Mhm. So what are you saying we need to do, Tori?
So these patch note, post note, I think
Yeah.
we should add, if we really want to have a little bit more level of security in the app, we should really just be passing in the passcode.
Oh, yeah, makes
Both
sense.
of these,
Yeah.
so that in the back end we
Mhm.
also validate that passcode for each
Mm.
of these, because these are the routes that save the notes, or create a new card, which is what Zane wanted.
Mhm.
Is you can't
Makes sense.
save the board unless you have the passcode, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Makes sense. Um.
do you want a code now?
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
All right. I'll push this index, and then we can.
Mhm.
Fix.
Just wondering, Tori.
Yep.
So is the board getting the notes yet? It is, right? Can't remember now.
Yeah, it's getting the notes. See, I'm a new.
And locate in the right location as well.
There's a problem with that. There's definitely a bug. I think I could be using the wrong term here, but I think there's some type of race condition that's happening. So I did write something in Jira about it, because for the notes we're using a, what is it called, a list type in DynamoDB.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's a list type or map
Mhm.
something.
Okay.
And when we first of all, the code we have here on the front end is pretty inefficient,
Mhm.
because basically I think what would be better is if, instead of having all these patch posts in a loop here,
Mm-hmm.
We should just send all the notes at once so that you only have to make one request.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that would also eliminate the race condition or whatever is going on in DynamoDB. Because I think what happens is you're patching, you're posting, and then like I think it doesn't play nicely with the DynamoDB list because that's kind of like a different data type that has maybe something to do with the indice in DynamoDB and how it writes and reads from it. So I notice sometimes when you save, it says it's saved, it says it's successful, but then you refresh a page and the note's not even in the right place, or the note you created is not even there, or the one you edited is not doesn't have the text you just saved. So,
Yeah, that's
but
definitely an issue.
I think if we just grabbed all the notes from the board, it would I don't know, but I'm assuming just overriding all the notes basically in DynamoDB by just grabbing them all here all at once and sending one request with basically the list of notes in the body of the request is probably more efficient.
Okay.
And maybe it would fix that problem, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Gective says, have you both tried to use it at the same time? I don't think we have, right? Have we?
On the production site, yeah. I mean, it works. There's some features we don't have turned on, like when you move a note, the other person doesn't see it because I didn't turn that on for concurrency flaw is preferable over race condition. I don't even know what that means.
Concurrency flow. Yeah, so yeah, I get what he means. It's just like, I guess what he means is like, when it's being used at the same time, there's a flaw in that. I think just the terminology, I guess, is what he's trying to say.
What's more PC mean?
Politically correct.
Oh, concurrency flaw is. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I understand. All right. So, is it a concurrency flaw? Is that the issue? I wonder. You say yeah, allow. Actually, I actually agree with that one. It makes a lot more sense, anyways, to say allow and deny list.
So, but I think
let's not get into it. Yeah, what were you saying?
I think we should work on that more than trying to fix this passcode thing. To be honest,
Okay.
like I feel like that's a bit more of a an issue worth fixing, right?
Okay, yeah, I looked into it like probably a few months ago, and I wrote a little note in Jira that it should be looked at further. But I don't know that much about DynamoDB, to be honest. But I in the reading that I did do, I think that's had something to do with the fact that it's a list and it's just getting all these write operations in the list like all at once. So that's the race condition or the concurrency flaw or whatever.
Do you mind demoing that for me, Tori? Just so I can.
Sure. I mean, let's see if we can get it to work here. All right. So let's make a new note. blah, blah, blah. All right. And then let's see if it works. Okay. So it said it saved. All right. Unfortunately, it did. Let's try changing the color. Say yellow. No.
Mm.
I think with the maybe if I add more notes.
Or what if we both got on the same time as well? But is that what you're saying? I mean, obviously I can't because you're on localhost, but if you deployed it.
Aha, see? There. It's out of place. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Take your time.
Interesting.
Thoughts? Feelings?
I want to have a look at the DynamoDB entries.
I wonder if I saved anything useful in Jira. I can't even remember. If I saved some article. Good old Jira.
So the coordinates are different, right? Like when you save and then you get, is the coordinates are changing? Is it?
Yes.
Or
yeah. It's just like an XY coordinate according to the page, basically.
Mm-hmm. And that changes when you, from the time you save, and then when you get, it's changing when you get, right? Or
yeah, whenever you move the card, it's running some JavaScript in the background, and then when you release it, then it updates the information in the board notes map or whatever it's called in our JavaScript, and then when you hit save and you send that patch and post, it takes all the data from the board notes map or whatever it was called, and it does that fetching, you know.
okay, yes, I understand.
But I do think, even if it's not the issue, I would say in the future it is better probably to just send all the notes at once, because you should really only be sending this in one request from my perspective, because it's just way more efficient. Like if you have 40 notes, you're going to make 40 requests. Like just send it in one.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's the user's choice, right? When they click the.
Yeah. But I mean the code that was written, like we should just refactor it. Just send all the notes in one post request, and then on the back end, just handle all the notes. Just write them to DynamoDB, like either one at a time or whatever needs to happen, or all at once.
Oh, okay. Yes. Every time the user clicks save.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
functionality. I just mean there's like this. If I go back here, you see this code.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we run after we validate the passcode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just ship this project, and then um,
Hmm.
there's this board notes array. So for each note, we're
Mm-hmm.
looping over this for wait loop here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're basically doing some check of the status. All right, yeah, if it's inserted or not inserted, and then depending on if it's a new note basically or if it's an already existing note, we
Mm-hmm.
do a patch or a post.
Mm-hmm.
So for each card, we're sending a patch or a post. Well, this is okay, but if we had oh,
If I'm trying to optimize performance when the actual product is
so yeah, we're looping
Mm.
over this array of nodes, and then
Mhm.
we're sending one request for each node, which is like already a small amount of data. It would just be better to just send all the notes in one request, and then just handle that on the back end, however would be preferred.
Yes. Okay, I understand. I can't even save the board.
Hey, GetDev, you hang around for Scrumble Enhancement version 4, and you request that feature. Maybe we'll get to it.
Yeah, Tori, I get what you mean, but like that's gonna cost more, right? From like an AWS perspective, because we'll be inserting the node every time.
This costs more. This costs more. The way it is right now costs more because you're sending one request for each node, which theoretically could mean you're firing up a Lambda for each node.
Oh, good point.
Also, you're hitting API gateway 40 times for if there's 40 nodes versus once.
True. Yeah, true.
And also on the front end, it's just slowing down the whole UI. And the back end is serverless. It doesn't matter. But I think it's also creating this problem in DynamoDB too. Minimum value. Hey, that's something, isn't it? Minimum value. It's not even. It's not
What
even.
you're saying makes too much sense for this show.
Don't worry. I'll make some mistakes. I'll get to that.
No, yeah, Tori, that's actually a good point. I think, yeah, no, I agree with you. No, yeah, that totally makes sense. I reckon we should refactor it then.
40 API call. Yeah, and then actually, I think I don't even know what the pros are other than you have this kind of separation of concerns going on, but the pros for refactoring this, I think, are far better because we'll actually eliminate a lot of code too.
Yeah, yeah.
You still can't even say it. So yeah, do you want to try to work on this?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't spend time refactoring so GetDev, it doesn't work all the time, which is concerning because it's like kind of a major. It's kind of major importance to the product, I would say. It seems like a pretty high priority bug. What do you think, Dinesh?
Fix the bug, but don't boil the ocean, and try to fix it all. I'd like to. Okay, maybe I'll test it a couple more times. So is that already up? Tori, by the way, let me just try it. Did you push it? I mean,
Yeah, I pushed the changes.
okay. Let's have a look. I would like to know what the issue is first. Like, why is it causing that?
Are you saying,
like,
Gektev, there's no salvation for this project? Is this project redeemable? Hey, we're doing something right. Oh, I did write this silly note earlier. I said it writes data to the DynamoDB too fast. I don't know. I think this is wrong. It's not to do with strong consistency. But yeah, this is some old code. Actually, we should just get rid of this. Remove this.
Is there anything in Jira? Zero?
Good point. I totally forgot to look. I can search by myself, right? Oh, I did write something. Or maybe this is different. No, I think I can mark that as done though. I guess this was before Jira, before I was allowed to start using Jira. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna move this to hold, and this is in hold too, actually. I did make one commit for HTML.
All right. Yeah, should I share my screen?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Oh, it actually won't let me share my screen.
That's weird. I was doing that to Zane the other day.
It says
Are you on a
the
Mac?
browser can't access your stream. Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
So was Zane. What are you using? Safari?
No, Google Chrome.
No, it's probably some WebKit problem. Actually, I don't know if Google Chrome on Mac uses WebKit.
So maybe you just share in that case. Sorry, but Yeah, so sorry about that. But I'm thinking like maybe if we look into what's it called, like why that issue's happening, and if it's like a reasonably small fix, then we just do that for the time being instead of refactoring like Cactev says.
Up to you. Up to you. I feel like writing the route just to grab all these notes is pretty simple,
Hmm.
but that's just my thinking.
Hmm.
But if it doesn't fix the problem, then we've enhanced the code a little bit.
Yeah, true. That's true.
But I think even if it doesn't work, I feel like it's still kind of a good start, because really we shouldn't be making, like, if we have like, imagine there's 100 nodes, like instead of 40, you're making 100 API requests.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
So
Um,
really, we would kind of just not, we would just write a new, like, yeah, all we need is the nodes here. Board ID, ID in the data. The data is each note data. So let me just make a pretend async function here just to post. Whoa, why is that over there? Okay, post notes, right, plural, and this is going to be a fetch request. And then, I mean, this isn't going to do anything by today,
mhm.
but let's go up here and post note. Actually, it's better too, because then also if we rewrite this, then we can just send the password with this post request too, instead of the validating the password on every request. You know, post
True.
note.
True.
Okay,
Yeah,
all I
true.
need-
Yeah, I agree.
all I gotta do is just copy this right here. All right. And go back here. The board ID. So we need the board ID. And then we need the notes. That's really all we need to do.
Is that it?
For the front end, yeah, all the work is on the back end now. And I guess it should also have the password for the future. Passcode. Wish we had TypeScript. I don't remember what it's called. Do you know variable name? I just want to keep the variable names consistent.
I think it's capital C, but from what I remember.
How do we spell passcode, huh? Passcode. Okay, so I guess he wants it kind of like this. I'll just do that. Post notes. Post notes on save. How about that? Whatever. I think I need this part. Post notes, and then passcode. And I guess he likes to capitalize stuff, so I'll just capitalize it here too.
Okay.
Why this is like this. Notes and the passcode. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a problem? Oh, yeah, I'll wait for that. Hold on. And then I think this fetch. Okay, this fetch has everything it needs.
Okay.
And then we just need to.
We don't need to save board name, board ID.
I think it goes to the endpoint of the board ID. So, and I guess this would go to like the note route. So what do you mean?
Like in the body, do we need board name or?
For validating the passcode. Is that what you mean?
Just for storing in the DB as well, but.
The board ID is part of the route, the path. I mean, in the back end.
Okay, makes sense.
But we can put it here for convenience, I guess. Because
Okay.
I guess how do we validate the passcode with the board ID or the name?
Good question. Let me have a look.
Validate credentials. You send the board name.
Board name. Okay.
Okay, so I'll just send the board name along with it. All right, board ID, notes, passcode, and board name. Okay, and then if the response is okay, we're gonna, I don't know what type of response there would be from a post other than a 200 status. So response okay, and return, yes, for now. Status. All right. A response.status. Let me wrap this in a try catch. Catch the error. And then console error, whatever for now. Okay, that's some basic error handling. Return the, I don't know, response.status something. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, good. Okay.
Nice.
This returns. So this is done. Okay, and I can just add these. Yeah, it's not giving me JS talks. That is not nice. I think it's just my computer just being slow. JS dot comment. Yes, success.
Nice.
All right. The board ID is a string, and the notes is a note thing. Note data. I think. You go down here. Check this out. Note data ID status. So this is a board note. All right. So I guess it's called a board note. Is that a thing? Yes, it is. All right. And then the passcode is a string, and the board name is a string as well. And this is a error. So it just returns. Right now, it just returns a status.
Mm-hmm.
Is a number. I don't know. Returns the status or undefined. Okay, and all right, I think that's it.
Nice.
So basically what we would do here is just kind of get rid of this. I think there's an error. Okay. Yep. I think I cut something. So we would just like get rid of this basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we would just send the await fetch post notes. Yep. And then we have the board ID and the notes and the passcode, which we can get here.
Mm-hmm.
And the board name. The board name, we can get that from local storage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where else it is. Name. Perfect. And then I guess if response so after this, in every, I don't know if this matters, to be honest. But yeah, we're like updating the status, which I don't know if we really need this anymore.
Just
because
trying to think. We added that for some reason initially.
I think the only purpose it serves is to differentiate which note you want to patch and which note you want to post.
Yeah.
Because after these, you basically, where does it update them? Yeah, you do the board notes map, which has all the board notes, and then you set that board note with its ID to this updated value, which just has the board data, which is like the coordinates, the text, the color, board ID, and the status that it has been inserted into DynamoDB, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I don't even think we need that anymore, to be honest. But we can have it hanging around in case. It's not going to hurt anything.
True.
So basically, after in this case, if the response is if there is a response, because otherwise it just throws an error right now, then we just do the same thing here.
Board.
For each note. Notes for each note. Okay, oops. Get out of my way. Why is that so bad? Format. Format selection with. Okay, and I think each note has like something. Yeah. Data, ID, status. Okay. And we're just gonna update all the board notes. Probably we don't even really, well, whatever. I'll just leave it like this. Status is.
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't think we need to do this, but whatever. It's an inexpensive operation.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's we do need the data. I know that. I just don't know if we need the status. But whatever.
I think we added it initially only for the patch and post.
So I will put if false, so that this will never run right now. And that way we can revisit this later on the front end. And nothing will have changed other than this code is now here. This is, I can quickly add this too. And then we can call it a day. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, patch notes on save. Is passcode valid? Passcode. So I'll just pass this in here. There. Pass that password all around.
Nice.
All right. I think that's it. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good. Nice stuff.
Okay.
So just need to.
Yeah, I mean, all the work is on the back end.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that hard though. Like we can take a look at it later.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Cool. All right, should I close off?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks.
We forgot the music today.
Oh.
Anyways.
Whoops.
Anyways, thanks for joining us, everyone, for another episode of Bill Break and Fix with Tinesh and Tori today. Today we worked on adding, or you could say refactoring, some of the post notes code to add the notes in DynamoDB. Tori's idea is a good one. Just posting all the notes at one go rather than trying to determine which is inserted and not, which actually is more requests. So
Just trying to
thanks
save
for
money.
that, Tori. True, good idea.
trying to save Zane some cash.
Yeah, true. We still don't have that. We still didn't get any. What's it called?
Yeah,
Credits from
forgot to-
AWS.
Forgot to write back to them and say, hey, this is a big project. Come on, give us the money.
Yeah.
It's just $300
Yeah.
bucks. What's that to them? What's that
Nothing.
to
It's
them?
like pennies.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
guys. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.
Same time, same place, and
A different task.
task. All right. Okay. Good night, everyone.
See ya. Have a great night. Thank you.